What's the motherfucking deal? All my friends in the den. I hope everybody's fine and dandy. We finna get into this den. We gonna do some old drink den action tonight. Get this intro cracking.
Smoke weed every day.
So, what is the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the Kush Den. The Kush Den is a 420 friendly situation, but this evening we'll be doing it a little bit differently. But even if you're not 420 friendly, you're more than welcome to partake in the conversation, even if you don't partake in the smoke. But, if not, pour yourself up a nice adult beverage. If you're too young for all that, pour yourself a nice warm glass of milk and see where it takes you. But this evening, like I say, we're going to get in the den for a little while. It's a little bit late. I know it's a little later than some folks' bedtime. Shout out to Brandon335. What's the motherfucking deal? Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. So, this is where you thought about this topic today. Interesting. Very interesting. It was way early. I don't know what was on my mind. Apparently at the time when I was coming up with the shit. But I think there's different values in an apology. I think that it depends on different values in an apology. Different apologies have different values. I guess, sorry doesn't bring people back. It doesn't fix things. It doesn't, that's what I think of a lot when, like somebody loses somebody. I'm thinking about Pop, and I think about, people that I've lost along the years, and people always say, I'm sorry for your loss. Sorry, are people really sorry for the loss, or is that just something to say? What is the value of that? What does that really mean? What does I'm sorry for your loss really mean? And I guess, though, that's why I usually try not to say that when I hear it. I mean, of course, sometimes, if you don't know somebody well enough, you can say, I'm sorry to hear that, or things like that. But in reality, I don't think that's the most legit answer. It's just a quick, concise thing to be said. Okay, I'm sorry if you got offended. Now that's legit. But then I'm usually probably not really sorry if anybody got offended. If you got offended, and that's man. For a second, I'm finna jump so far off topic. So this is why I got to stay away from Twitter, because not that I got to stay away from. I just got to stay away from certain parts of Twitter because it has nothing to do with apologies. But some chick. Basic, she posted a picture talking about my birthday was lit, right? And then some other chick comes on her shit, talking about, bitch, how you gonna wear, or how you gonna steal my pants and wear them for your, post it up or something. I forgot exactly how she did. So basically, some chick, she's like, I ain't steal them, you left them, and I ain't finna drive 2 hours away to fucking bring them or something. But it's just like, it was a whole crazy thing. Like, the Twitterverse is a different thing. I hate Black Twitter. I be having to, you know what? I'm going to test out this new thing, and that might be the first thing that goes, I'm sorry if, no, I'm sorry for, yes, okay, yeah, there you go. That's it. It's a very long winding road, and you can never take that road back. You can always take the road in, but you can never take that same winding. It's never the same road trying to get back out of whatever destination the winding road leads you to. That's the thing about the Kush Den. It's like going down the rabbit hole. And matter of fact, let me make sure the author of this is perfectly accredited. All right, let's see how this thing works. But so there was like this whole debate on, fucking these pants and this chick, and there's a bunch of thirsty ass dudes. Oh, well, she fine anyway. Fuck it, she probably look better than them pants. Like, niggas is so lame. I hate dudes. Like, y'all motherfuckers trying to y'all getting thirsty with bitches on Twitter, like. A whole 30 seconds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gonna bounce back. We gonna come back to it eventually. We're gonna take a side street, then we gonna take a left, then we're gonna take this other little shortcut, and then we're gonna come back around. But So the same chick, I guess the chick that was wearing the pants had said whoever was the rightful owner of the pants had a STD and some other shit. So she the rightful owner of the pants was like, "How you wearing my pants? You talk about I had a STD and shit," or somebody else. I don't know, but they basically, then the owner of the pants had posted her recent STD test results, but 11 Mile Road. Write that down. Has something to do with Detroit? But so the chick posted her STD results, but only a couple of them. You know, she didn't post the full screen. She posted the chlamydia and the gonorrhea, but she didn't post all the rest of the panel. MySpace is the antidote. I don't want nothing to do with that. Facebook, I don't venture outside. Like I used to have an old Facebook, like my actual Facebook. I don't use that shit at all. I don't even check it. I don't look at it. Like that Facebook. I'm trying to. What I'm gonna say. I don't want to. I guess it shouldn't sound harsh. It just that Facebook died when my last ex died. Like I shut that shit down because it was just so much. People are so fucking phony, dog. Like people are so fucking fake. That's a bunch of that. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. You don't give a fuck. You ain't give a shit. Like you've been doing the shit, been aware and all this other shit. Like half the time people just want to see what the fuck you doing and all the fucking shit. You say, what do you really want in life? Find a road and drive down it. Facebook is for children ages 55 and up. Yeah, it's a whole nother entity. Like unless it's like, I don't know what pardon me, I don't know what happened there for a second. It was a little bit of an issue. Stream died for a second. I was getting a red thing and it turned into no shits. So I apologize for that. See, that's what happens when you start talking about Facebook, even on YouTube. They're going to get you, all right? They know everything. But yeah, Facebook, unless it's for some type of marketing purpose, I don't even really fool with that. Like, game over on Facebook. Yeah, but again, like I say, when people don't really fuck with you like that, or, they don't know to say those things. Me, if it's somebody that I'm truly like that I fuck with, I'll say something, relatable to them. I mean, we'll have a real interaction, but if it's somebody I don't really know, or, I guess I'll just say I go with the flow. I'm sorry to hear that, or, that's very unfortunate, or, yeah, PUBG is the shit. Hey, if you have an Xbox, starting now, actually, because it's the 19th, from the 19th to the 22nd, PUBG is going to be free for Xbox users, because, PS4 ain't got that shit. It's going to be free for the next couple of days, so I fuck with the PUBG pretty tough. I be getting it in. Me and Wink be on the way. We run squads. There's a couple other guys I know. Texas Tuber Tenny, he plays PUBG. We actually have it's a fan of the sauce. He's a Tennessee guy. There's some Tennessee Titans fans of the sauce, and I find that very interesting. And the thing that's cool about it, man, is actually they pretty cool. We be talking shit, and we'll run some squads. The dude, he's pretty good too. We be out there just talking shit, man. We just be on there motherfucking. We be talking shit. Well, we just be talking shit about the Titans. He was asking what we thought about the draft. Like, them hoes ugly as fuck. Motherfucking platinum FUBUs and the other things. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about playing it on mobile, and I've heard it's a very different experience. Because Shaq Kush was telling me, you let your mother play the PS4, so I'll be on the box a little bit. Man, fuck with it, man. Like I say, if you fuck with it, let me know. We can run a live, we can get on that action or something like that. I fuck with PUBG. At first, I was like, I ain't thinking I was going to like it. I won't say it's like a learning curve. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but because the buttons are a little bit different. But it's pretty fun. You feel like a decaf. I just started drinking coffee again. Now that you mentioned that. Yes, the conversation is never stays. I went from talking about the pants with the possible STDs, but they're so fashionable that the chick had to wear them, even though she was talking shit about the other bitch and don't want to give her the pants back. then the thirsty guys on the post talking about, oh, but she's still fine. I mean, this bitch had a Bill O'Brien chin. This bitch had a Bill O'Brien chin, and niggas all over, but she's still fine. Oh, you finer than her anyway. Like, let a bitch be halfway light skinned looking. She wasn't even all that light. She was moderately light, and hit you with the fake thick pose. And niggas be all over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit kills me. That shit kills me, man. Yeah, straight up butt chin. That hoe was not fine. I'd fuck her in the chin before I'd hit it anywhere else. That bitch was not that fine, dog. Niggas are like, but you still fine, though. You still fine, though. You finer than hers. They probably look better. Like, nigga, you so fucking lame, dog. Like, niggas lame as shit. That's why you on Twitter fucking trying to shoot at Twitter hoes that ain't even retweeting your shit. They ain't even liking your fucking post. You lame ass niggas. And I meant to get on that bitch. I think my phone was down. I didn't get a chance for it. I had to get on the Honcho. Oh, no, that's why I was going to comment on it, but I was on Soft Sports, but it wouldn't let me switch it over, so I forgot to go back and speak my piece. And I'm like, oh, y'all niggas lame as shit. Every last one of y'all motherfuckers on this hoe chasing this hoe is lame as shit. We don't do that thought support shit in 2018. Like, that shit is whack. That shit is weak. You say upgrade to real life. Well, that'd be cool, but I don't think I want to get shot with AKs and crossbows in real life. Yeah, that's some hoe ass shit. I heard some shit about a son who basically did the same thing to his parents, man. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. PUBG is at a rapper. That's Player Unknown Battlegrounds. That's some hoe ass shit. There is no cock lock. There will be no locking of the cocking. But I'm thinking about probably like I say, I'm gonna start in May, and I do intend, like I said, we're gonna do it again. I ain't gonna 3 hour day in the night. You know, so we might get us some good little action in. But I told myself I'm gonna get up at we'll see. I told myself I'm gonna get up at 6 and take Scotty on a run. Yeah, see, look, yeah, you already got all the real PUBG action. I'm trying to get like Roscoe, man. Well, like I say, it's kosher. It's a cool little deal. But talking about apologies, and we'll get back on track. We'll get back on the winding road that is the Kush Den. But talking about apologies, not even just, I'm sorry for your loss type stuff. I mean, think about somebody who's done something bad to you. What is the value of their apology? You got to go, man. Go to school. Okay, that's a bet, Eric, man. I appreciate you following through. You get your rest, study hard, pay attention, do all that good shit. Man, when is prom? When are the proms coming up? Because I told you I was gonna have some old school prom story. Well, I mean, it's about that. It's about prom season. I'm seeing, man. I seen this bitch and this fucking man. Matter of fact, it is prom season. So, matter of fact, Friday. I'm if everything falls in line like I hope, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to shoot for something, and if everything falls in line like I hope, we gonna have a real. It's gonna be a damn near Day of the Den, not a Day of the Dead, but a Day of the Den, and do several couple hour stream. Maybe do some of the more, like say, on some wake and bake type action, and then maybe some lunchtime, early noonish shit. Make sure I get I'll get my sauces in. Basically, when I'm not in the sauce, I'll be in the den. No, I only went to 2. I went to 2 in the same year. I only went my senior year. I went to 2. I went to one at my school, and I went one to at a local school across the way. Some people really need that apology because the other is admitting that they're wrong. Some people need that. Yeah. I mean, would that be like a sense of closure for some? Some people don't even want to hear the fucking apology. Man, like I said, I was very, because I consider myself an introvert. I don't like, honestly, and I guess, I don't know, but I've done, I guess, a bunch of shit that you would, I'm a extroverted introvert. I don't know. I went to prom. I went to 2 proms. One, like I said, I went to my own. The other one I went to was with the attendance lady's daughter. And I told y'all about I almost ain't graduated. If it wasn't for the attendance lady hooking me up. If it wasn't for the attendance lady hooking me up, I'd I'd have never graduated. I'm telling you, I did not go to school, dog. But her daughter liked me, and well, hey, it was cool then. So we talked, we chopped it up. I'm trying to remember. Did I take her virginity? I want to say I think I did. I want to say I think I did take her virginity. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's fucked up to say that. I think it's fucked up to say. I know I got some. Man, I'm trying to say. I know I smashed, but I'm trying to remember if it was the first time or was that? I don't even know. I can't even remember. But I went to 2 proms, and there was fights at both of the ones. Not at the actual prom. Not at the actual prom, but at the little, after locations where we went to some spots in Galveston, little beach houses or whatever. Both of them. Well, one of them was a weird spot. One of them was like a house. And then at my prom, we actually had like a beach house. The motherfuckers almost. It was almost some bodies in that bitch. Like, it was literally almost some bodies in that bitch. Bunch of crazy stuff. But like I said, I ain't gonna tell the full prom stories until we on Friday. If everything goes like it should be, Friday will be a very intriguing day. I will plan to get as blitzed as possible. At least maybe try to blunt on the hour every hour or so. So once I finish one, have one rolled up for the next hour or something like that. Or maybe go and backwoods are cool. I mean, I tried them. At first I didn't know what I was doing. Like when I first tried them, I didn't know how to roll them hoes. But then I tried some, and they're actually pretty cool. But I don't know. We're gonna figure out something. I want to find some of them acid cigars Wise was telling me about. I fucking got an acid cigar shirt, but I ain't never really seen them live and directed in person. But anyway, back to the apologies. I guess that would be something to apologize for if a chick asked you, man. But I took. Maybe it might have been like 5 or 6. Like, honestly, it might have been 5 or 6. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't quite a full deck of cards, but I could probably play a hand of poker with the V cards I collected. But that is what it is, and no biggie, no sweat. Well, not for me, but I'm sure that's a lasting, lingering thing with some of them, and some of yeah, it is. Some of them I know for a fact it is. But I'm not apologizing for that. They was always willing and consensual, so ain't nothing I can say about that. But apologies. Also, we were talking about personal apologies, but what about the forced apology, the Bob McNair apology? The TV apology where, the motherfucker has to come out and say, I'm sorry for the shit that I did. I'm only sorry because I got backlash for it. I'm only sorry because I'm losing money for it type apology. What about those? Where's the sincerity? Where's the value in those? Are people happy just because a motherfucker had to recant what they said and then they feel like there's some justice in that? But, I mean, that's why I felt like Bob was weak because of shit. You should have never apologized in the first. If you truly, really felt that way, like you weren't saying that, then there was no reason to apologize at all in the first place. Baker, man, what's the motherfucking deal? Man, it was something we were talking about yesterday. And I was like, damn, if Baker Man come through to mention it, and I can't think about it. I don't even know what the fuck it is right now. It's completely slipped my mind, but it is what it is. Man, what you got playing for 420, man? You gotta holler at me. You gotta holler at me. See what we can put together, man. I got some definite planning for the den. Maybe we can set something up. If you don't want to be necessarily directly on camera, we can make some shake, man. Get some den action going or something like that. I'm plotting and scheming. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, B man. Sometimes you got to plot and scheme and plot. You know. Smoke a blunt inside a blunt. That seems like it would be a lot of tobacco. I mean, like, not tobacco, but like the paper. It seems like it would be a lot of paper. Like, I think I've never done it. I've never rolled across blunt. I'm not even sure the procedural, but I'm sure if I looked it up online, I could find it. So we may shoot for something like that. I may shoot for some cross action, something unique. We're going to do something unique in the den, and we're not talking about unique fashionista. So don't y'all get any ideas. I'm fucking with y'all. High is the formal greeting, man. Look, let's link up, man. Shit. Let's make something shake. Make a guest appearance in the den. So I'm not fully sure what I plan on doing the whole day. I want to do something special for the den. I got a couple of ideas, but it's probably gonna be a little smoke-a-thon going on for the Kush den. But like we're saying about apologies, you know, the corporate apologies. Yeah, I like that. Corporate apologies. They don't mean shit. There's no value. There's no sustenance to it. There's, hey, we're sorry that we did that. We're sorry we didn't give your black ass the key to the Starbucks bathroom. Oops, our bad. Adios. Oh, I think I made that bitch a little bit stronger. I thought I used the same formula, the same recipe as last night, but that is significantly stronger. No, I'm not gonna be the one being blamed for the downfall of Josh Gordon. Now, if you want to come on to D, honestly, you know what I'm thinking about, y'all? I think I might go old school in the sauce on 420. I might go old school in the sauce on 420. I might do it how it was originally done. Actually, shit. The 16-0 video is almost the 1 year mark for that. So I'm gonna redo that on Saturday. That's what I needed. I need to fire up a blunt for that one, just like I did in the original, and get to talking crazy and that shit. So we'll see. I'm gonna do something. We're gonna do something to celebrate. Hell yeah, man. Look, what was old buddy's name? Walden, or I don't even know. Carlton. But I mean, that's the whole ass shit. Old buddy, that's the thing. The chick, she more upset the fact she got caught on some Mark shit, you know, giving old buddy the bathroom key, but you're not gonna give him the key, and so you mad trying to kick him out. Now I'm asking you to leave. Bitch, you don't run shit. And then I hate what motherfuckers be like. I hate like assisters, you know what I'm saying? The assistant assisters. And what I'm saying by that is like people who be involving themselves in situations that ain't got nothing to do with them. They just some innocent bystanders. And then they think they help. Like, being a bystander, be a bystander. You start involving yourself, you get your ass fucked up. If I'm involved in some type of situation that could lead to an altercation or some other shit, you poking your nose in some business where it don't belong is likely to get your ass hit. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have anything to do with this situation, just mind your business. What do you say? Remember Will Smith when he was teaching Ashley how to act crazy? Just, you know, you got to do the eye twitcher. Just mind your business. Just mind your business. Want to get high, do shit that everybody claimed was cool, then critique it, make it a web series called High Expectations. That's actually very interesting. That's pretty cool. Whatever shit that everybody talking about is the new thing. And go check it out. Be baked out your motherfucking mind. Let's go see what's going on here. Man, you know what? I gotta figure that out too, because the Rockets play that day. Maybe do the 16-0 midday or something. We'll figure it out. I don't know. But apologies, like I say, you know, that different apologies have different levels of value. They're you know, when somebody makes someone apologize, think about like the little kids. You know, they do something bad. They don't want to fucking, critique the weed too. Yeah. I'm fucking looking at the regular chat. Excuse me. I'm not even looking in the whatchamacallit, so I apologize if I have not if I missed anything. Said, Brian, my race is still undetermined. White people say I'm Latino, black people say I'm white, and I am 32 signatures short of being honorary black. That's funny. I'm wondering, like, out of everything else pretty much made it to the regular chat. That's the only thing I think that did. In the old days, they say don't talk religion and politics. Now it's common and we want to kill each other. Yeah, that didn't show up either. So that's funny that didn't show in the chat thing. But I'm gonna start keeping the best interesting quotes and things like that. Oh, the Rockets, yeah, we are. Yeah, they finna go up to Minnesota and get number 3. And we ain't even gonna be able to settle. We just gonna have to watch from the house while they get the sweep. And then on to the next one. You came up short trying to get Dollars out. Man, I don't even know if it's came out, but one, Rachel Dolezal's a lunatic. And then she has a web series coming out on Netflix. And you can see her son hates the shit. He seems like an intelligent young man, but you can tell her son hates the shit that she does. Like, he's embarrassed as fuck of his mom. And she likes the BB Sizzle. Okay. And so, he probably got some young partners coming around. And you think the Republicans are funding her. You know what I'm saying? You say fucking apologize, so you sorry, give me some shit for free. And fucking he's embarrassed like a motherfucker. And she liked the BB Sizzle, so she probably humping all his little young partners and shit, man. Once that's the thing. I'm telling you, I might think I'm talking crazy. With older women, they have children. Once they start getting up in that teenage age, they be still halfway, especially ones that want to try to act like they still young. They be fucking on they be on that cougar life trying to fuck on they young, well, not young, they teenage children's little partners and shit. I know from experience. I've known a couple of moms back in the day who, were around the way. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be trying to fuck with some young niggas. It was more than one shit. I remember it used to be some hype. Motherfuckers that you see you see your well, you may not be partners with them or whatever it is, but you see they motherfucking ass at school and you like, goddamn. You guys like, goddamn. Yo mama is a jump off. I remember it used to be a chick. Her mom, we'll see, but she was like, nobody had like knew her. They was just, I don't know how the mama got plugged into it, but she was a gangbang cougar, and we went over there. But I ain't in the fuck with it. But we used in that motherfucking be. I was there fucking up the snacks and shit all in the room while they was getting it in, and I was in the kitchen. The motherfucker be going through the pantry. They was doing a panty raid. I was doing a pantry raid. You know what I'm talking about? And she wasn't even tripping though. She didn't even care, man. So the thing is, it's just I'm just thinking about off the wall shit. But then the fact is, like, her daughter, I think she had a daughter who was probably in the 8th grade at the time. We might have been in 10th, 11th, something like that. Because I remember the next year, that daughter came to school. And I was like, oh, that's old gal daughter who, you know what I'm saying, she was getting smacked from the back and I was eating all the snacks. You know what I'm talking about? The kids that had kids, we were young to have kids, ready. Boy, look, I don't even want to, because you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to start talking about some shit. Baker, man, don't, look, this ain't a normal Kush den. You know, when I'm under the influence of the reefer, I can hold back on things. You know, I can control it more. So, the alcohol is a different animal. You're going to have me start talking and telling stories. But the thing is, you say you be piping it down daily. You bust up the Dolezal? You pull the weave out of it. Like, that's my thing. Like, the bitch wouldn't really just like, you know what? I identify as, I'm gonna come up with some own shit. I'm finna start just some old left field shit. You can't arrest me, officer. I identify as a plant. You can't take a plant to jail. Some old off the wall shit. Man, look, when you talk about it, you know who I'm gonna start talking about with the young action. You know, motherfuckers that be grading their paper too high, doing all kind of shenanigans and hitting motherfuckers with the optical illusions and selling wolf tickets. It's a whole. Look. We'll talk about that at another time. But again, yeah. MILF action. These motherfuckers be, especially a lot of these moms, and you ain't talking about these young moms be trying to be hanging with their kids and doing shit with their kids like that, and these motherfuckers be thinking they be fucking with them. I'm telling you, I don't put nothing past no woman. How they gonna be like, oh shit, there he goes. He's about to start woman bashing. Say it's so cringe, so negative, it helps Trump. It could. Hey, that's a smart move, man. Canned goods gonna last. They gonna last, man. You know, hey, look, we think about the future. Look, we trying to build a storm shelter. We trying to build an underground bunker. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we gonna do. We gonna start running up on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? On the old smash and grab mission. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna be collecting canned goods. We gonna give them to charity. Like, so let's talk about that. So if you steal the canned goods, right, and you steal all the canned goods out of somebody's house, that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing to do. That's a no-no. But what if you take all the canned goods and donate them to charity? Then you've done a good thing. So does that negate the action that you did? So if I stole a bunch of canned goods, but I gave them all to charity, did I do a bad thing or did I do a good thing? On some Robin Hood shit, yeah. Is that an ethical move? I mean, what if the canned goods were never going to get eaten? What if we're giving it to somebody who needs it to feed themselves? I'm just saying, man. What ravioli? Exactly, Brandon. Hoes don't need no goddamn canned goods. You out there hoeing, you don't get no canned goods. No canned goods for you. You know what I'm saying? You eat out the box. You giving up the box, you eat out the box. Jared, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's the motherfucking deal? Bonnie and Clyde, yeah, that's, romanticizing the criminal lifestyle. Now you got a bunch of ghetto Bonnie and Clyde. They not even Bonnie and Clyde. You just got a bunch of ghetto Bettys and Cliffs. They ain't Bonnie and Clyde. They Betty and Cliff. They some old generic ass motherfucking shit. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can romanticize all that shit and it can sound good, but in the long run, what do you think? Do you think Bonnie was just about that action, or do you think Clyde was just a master manipulator and got her, in love with his lifestyle? I'm wondering, because a lot of that happens. You got a lot of these women nowadays. They think they want that thug lifestyle, and motherfuckers get them caught up in some shit, and they doing it for the love of somebody who in reality they may like them, love them, or they may not really give a fuck about them at all. You know what I'm saying? Say Bonnie became about that action. Okay. Oh yeah. Look, we gonna unleash the clip and reload on your motherfucking ass. But I guess if some motherfuckers rather go out death by suicide by cop other than sitting in that fucking cell for a significant amount of time. Damn. Yeah, they be young than a bitch. That's why I say, man, a lot of these great stories, a lot of these great things you hear, man, young people, Martin Luther King, when he was doing all the shit he did. That's why I say, like, this society, this generation, we're trash. Like, this is a trash era. Like, I don't want to say generation, because like I said, I don't consider myself the same as, you know, like some of these, like, I guess, what is this generation? I'm not Generation X. I used to think I was. I didn't know what that meant. But I'm a millennial. I'm like at the brink of the millennial shit. Millennials fucking suck. I don't want to be a millennial, but it is what it is. But a lot of motherfuckers did shit, great things when they were young. And there's still people who do great things when they're young. But the majority of this generation is just like we've gotten so soft. This era has gotten soft, and you know, people, I don't know, man. Damn. Thievery is admitting you aren't smart enough or skilled enough to earn it. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I know some motherfuckers who are talented in some fields, but they do some things. Just there's motherfuckers who do shit just simply for the thrill of shit, just for that rush, just for the adrenaline rush. You know, I know motherfuckers do shit, or I've known motherfuckers who would do shit for the sake of doing the crime. It wasn't even about the end game. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about whatever else was. Well, whatever else was coming up out of the situation. It was just for the thrill, for the rush of the shit, of course. And then, you know, you get that rush becomes like a drug. Motherfuckers get addicted to doing dirt. And that's why you got a lot of people who get into some various forms of criminal lifestyle. It's not about because they're doing it for money, or they're doing it. The motherfuckers start getting into it because they love the rush. They love the lifestyle. They become addicted to the lifestyle. When you're selling dope, you become addicted to the lifestyle. It can be, you know, the money is a thing, and money is important, of course. Say Bonnie and Clyde didn't shoot back, never saw it coming. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But that's how it always happens, man. It's always when they can't get you straight up, they gonna get somebody, you know, man, or they gonna get somebody to set you up, man. I know a couple of folks that didn't happen like that. So that's how they got George, man. That's how they got Boston George. So take a real risk where there's competition. Not you have a gun and they have nothing. I mean, some people like leverage, but I'm not talking about that. I don't think that's thievery. I wouldn't call that a thief. I'd call that a robber. I feel like there's different terms, you know, like burglary and robbery are two different things, or you get two different charges for them. Burglary is, if I'm not mistaken, is when nobody else is present and you steal something. And robbery is when there are people present and you're stealing goods, if I'm not mistaken. But okay, well, what about the people who go to the banks? They have no gun, they have no nothing. They go on to nothing but a ball cap, some glasses, and a note, and they slide the teller a note, and the teller slides them a bunch of money, and they run off and never get caught. What about those people? Are they being foolish? Or are they just, you know, I mean, of course you're stealing the money, but what if it's an empty threat and the bank teller falls for it and gives you money? You have no gun, you have no nothing. What if you just say, okie doke? I mean, here's my deal, honestly, and it may sound crazy. Like, I'm not with, you know, motherfuckers out there. I'm not with that jacking shit, period. I'm not with, like, to me, like, if you're going to do something illegal, at least be a hustler, hustle something, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something. Because if you jack and you, like I say, you only going to eat off another man's gains. You're only as successful as what another man did. Like, I'm not with that jack shit. The only time I've ever had to pull a move on somebody like that or similar to that was a situation where something was owed and motherfuckers just was, they were trying to, you know, hit me with the okie doke, hit me with the oopsie daisy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not, you know, and some, you know, sometimes you gotta collect, and if you can't do it in a cooperative way, then Macaroni dance. Reason don't start hitting those open ass threes will make it moldy macaroni on his ass. Oh man, not the moldy macaroni. That'll be over. That's worse than the Lil B curse. So I'm curious though. Does the Lil B curse have merit? Because as soon as Lil B lifted the curse, James Harden MVP. Not doing anything different than he's been doing. Not doing anything to any other level that he hasn't been doing for the past few years. But as soon as the curse is lifted, James Harden is the man. Gangs make saints, group of weak individuals. I don't know if I'd say that. I think that it depends on certain factors. Like I said, I'm not gang affiliated. I know some motherfuckers who are. But this shit, they be out on their own something. They definitely be doing their own little thing. But I mean, it's more like having a network. So I mean, what about a fraternity? So would a fraternity be a group of weak individuals? I mean, it's a network. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm curious. Like, there's strength in numbers, you know. And all you need to do is point your finger in the pocket of your hoodie and aim. Clyde was famous for robbing banks, but telling the customers keep their money. We just want the bank's money. They were against the Great Depression. Yeah, like honestly, I look at shit like a game. No, I'm not out here robbing stuff. Like I said, I don't condone stealing. You know. Again, but you know, if motherfuckers act like they not gonna pay up, and that wouldn't even be stealing. That would have, I guess you would say, have to take what you want. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That's why I said I could never do the frat thing. Like, motherfuckers be like, oh, so you develop a network and you do all that. Yeah, sounds good, man. But motherfuckers be paying for shit. Motherfuckers be treating you like shit, and this is to build camaraderie and all that. Nah, fuck you, nigga. How about you respect me? We chop it up, and then that's how we gonna build some camaraderie. If we I mean, yeah, you feel a bond with motherfuckers you go through some shit with. Like, there's motherfuckers I done dirt with that, you know, we have a bond. Hey, we both took some risks in light of the situation. You know, we came out okay, and we've been cool for it ever since, whatever. But you talking about you gonna brand a motherfucker, y'all. I ain't with it getting blindfolded and putting shit on motherfuckers. Motherfucker, like I remember a chick telling me, she said, yeah, you know, I think she was supposed to be crossing over or something. I don't even know what the fucking shit was. This was way so long ago. Yeah, you know, like the big sister, if she tells you she wants you to buy her these shoes, you have to do this and you have to pay so much. And like, so you basically paying for friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pledging hatred for niggas and kikes. I stole Clowney's look. I was doing it first. Exactly. I mean, all that shit, man. Like, there's a long-standing history in all that shit. Man, what happened with Michelle? What did they take? Let me see. I hate when they fucking retract the messages. That shit pisses me off. Hell no, I used to hate that shit. That fucking motherfucker stomping and shit. Like, I'm at the party trying to find some hoes. Y'all stomping and doing all this other shit. All this other niggas playing patty cake and shit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that, nigga. Move the fuck out the way. Boy, they getting mad. When I talk about getting mad when they used to have their little circles and shit. Nigga, man, I walk right through that shit. Like, man, get the fuck out the way with this dumb ass shit. Y'all fucking up. Y'all making circles in the motherfucking party, making it inconvenient for motherfuckers to move around this bitch and shit. Man, get the fuck out the way. Niggas will get mad. I remember when niggas say, what's up? Shit, y'all got a whole motherfucker. Matter of fact, when I was at U of H, we got into a big brawl with a bunch of cute dogs. I think I told y'all that story. Like, we got into a big brawl with some cute dogs, some of that stupid ass stepping shit. And yeah, that was a very interesting evening. And like I said, I ain't come out that whole scot free, but it was definitely a very interesting evening. Man, straight up, dog. Like, fuck all. I mean, if y'all want to do something, hey, shit, we can make you shake. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't, What y'all gonna do? Give a fuck if you cute all Kappa? Like, and this is why I always thought them niggas, like, Kappas are supposed to be the players. You know, they supposed to be the max and all this shit. I remember on some shit, my homegirl throwing a party, bunch of the little Kappa niggas there, and they was like, it was like 4 or 5 of these niggas, and they all like trying to holler at the same 2 little hoes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? One little bitch, she was like wasted and shit, and I guess the other chick was her roommate. I'm not paying no mind to these hoes, dog. Like, I go post up somewhere else. The bitch come over there, like, move through these niggas, come over there to come talk to me. Oh, I've seen you before. I used to see you at the UC, and you had the grill, and you know, this, and this. I'm like, damn, that you never know who the fuck watching your motherfucking ass. You got to be careful, shit. You don't know who looking, who paying attention. So I ended up chopping up with that hoe, and ended up we ended up leaving. I ended up going back to her room, but while I was talking with her, I heard one of these niggas say, "Man, this nigga over there handcuffing the hoe. They trying to, like, nigga, y'all 4, 5 deep on 2 bitches. I go mind my own business." I was like, "What you say, my nigga? What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Because I heard you over there talking slick. Oh, nah, man. And it was like, say, it was a couple of my little partners from the team over there. I told them, they'll say, "Dick, it might, look, watch out for you, boy, because it might be about to go down. I might be finna steal off on one of these niggas." But then again, like I said, them old whack ass, they had their little canes and all that little whack ass shit, like twirling them shit. Them hoes was not impressed by that shit. That shit is lame. Like, hoes are not impressed by that. Hey, yeah, man, what's the motherfucking deal? Okay. Would you ever apologize for giving a woman that cheated with another man? Do you believe in second chances? That's a very, very tough question to answer. Probably not. No, probably not even a probably. As you already know, was like, you know, man, we can't handle that type of thing. You know, we don't want to do that. But think about it with women, though. Women don't cheat. Well, it depends. Unless you fucking with a whore, you know, some of it is just gonna do whatever. But women cheat for different reasons than men cheat. You know what I mean? Women that cheat will be harsher on you if you cheat, cut that bitch loose. This is how you handle cheating. What you got, Heidi? But my thing is that women cheat for emotional reasons. Men cheat for physical reasons. You know, like when I'm out in public or something, like I said, I look every bitch I'm like, would I hit that? You know, just, I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here looking at every bitch like, I'd fuck this bitch and I do this, and this. I mean, it's like a quick thought in your mind. As you just walk, you look at, I wouldn't hit that. Hell no. You know, you look, you not. I mean, just a yeah, no. Like, it's not like it's an opportunity every time unless you're in high pursuit of a prostitute. But, you know, I'm just saying, you know, a woman knows too. A woman knows in a matter of seconds whether she would fuck a dude or not. I mean, these are facts. So to act like I know I'm not tripping. I'm saying everybody looks at everybody, and that's just something you think about. I'd hit that. But I wouldn't hit that. You know, for the most part, you say, I forgive you. We stay together if you eat my grocery. You might ask for a month and I put it on Twitter. That's fucking funny. Cheating women are most jealous and they will accuse you right off the bat. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You are not lying. You're not lying, Jeremiah. That is a fact. So if a bitch gets super suspect, she always accusing you of doing some shit, that is the one you got to watch out for. But the thing about me, you know, in my past affairs, I was I was I an adulterer. I practice infidelity. You know, all those negative things. Eat, get groceries, take photos, have fun. I don't think that works the same for a man, though. I don't think, you know, if a bitch was like, oh, this nigga ate my groceries for a month, took pictures, it would be fine and dandy. It'd be okay. But if a nigga out there talk about, man, I made this bitch eat my groceries for a month and put that shit out there, you gonna have some niggas be like, oh, yeah, nigga, I see you, woo woo, oh, man, that's, yeah. But then you gonna have a lot more people like, what's going on with the groceries. We need receipts. So it doesn't work. Doesn't quite work like that. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't quite work that good. Man, shit. Do you know how perverted men, or let's say, what if the woman was faithful to you and was responsible in a relationship for a while, but one day after years of relationship, you found out she was sleeping with someone else? What would you do? If it was just something random, I'm a player. I like, even if I ain't playing right now, I'm gonna keep it playing. I'm like, all right, well, cool. It is what it was, and move on. Like, in a situation like that, I take things for what they are. I'm not a person who is. I don't want to say I'm not so heavily invested emotionally in certain things. I definitely was, like I say, as far as with the last old lady, but that's a life or death thing, because not even just in a relationship. This as a friend, I think that's different. Like if it would have been some old adultery type shit, and she to know that she was, then it would be hate, or it would be some anger there. But like I said, I just keep playing. I'm like, hey, you know what? You got to bounce. I'm bouncing. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sweat that shit, because again, like, I'm a firm believer. There are a million fish in the sea. I don't believe that there is no specific just one for you. I don't believe in there's only a one true love. I believe that people are compatible with multiple people. You just have to find somebody that you are compatible with. And I think if you get divorced, it's not like, oh, well, obviously that wasn't the one for you anyway. But I think people have to say, that's why I'm against like high school sweethearts and shit like that. Like, I'm all for people, getting out, dating motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Get to know people, find out what it is you like and you don't like. That was very interesting. There was an episode of Black Mirror. I don't know if y'all fucking with the Black Mirror, but the Black Mirror, where they had like this, Black Mirror is all about technology, and that's what's so cool about it. But they had like the little dating service. I don't know if y'all saw that one. You said I had a coworker said, "Oh, his old lady eat grocery clown." That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't work the same. Like women they get leeway. They get they get allowed to do these things. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But again, like I say, man, I just keep it playing, man. Like, all right, it is what it is. Like, I'm not finna get mad. I'm not finna waste no excessive energy. I'm not gonna beat the bitch up. Like, okay, that's what you with. That's what you on. All right, well, it was cool while it lasted. If it was cool, or depending on the situation. But then knowing me, dog, depending on when this was, if this was a previous situation, I was probably already doing so much dirt anyway. I was like, fuck it. I'd have probably got 10 in. Her getting one ain't gonna hurt. Nah, I'm joking. Let's see. Said I had a chick one time that gave BJ an afternoon trying to give me a kiss. I almost slapped the bitch. She said her other boyfriend was, oh no. You said famed ass liquor does not give you game. That's why men give a prostitute better than cheating and having a relationship with someone else. Man, absolutely. You know what they say? The reason why do you pay a prostitute? Damn, brought it down. That's what's up. You don't hear about that too much. Like I say, that's something you don't hear about too much. That's what's up. Now, I like to hear that. I like to hear about the long-term situations. So I find that cool. That's why I feel real super sad for Pop, dog. 40 years, 4 decades, 40 fucking years, man. I feel super sad for Pop, dog. But is it weird if you go down on a girl where she will still kiss you? But females, they don't be true. I guarantee you this, Heidi. I want you to answer this question, but because I'm going to ask you something, and I don't want you to take offense to it. And if you don't want to answer it in the chat, fine. It go down in the DM, okay? And you can answer it there. Simple yes or no question, because this is something I do believe about all women. If you want to answer it publicly, in front of everybody, cool. If you want to answer it in the DM, fine. I won't react in any particular way that will inform any one of your answer. So I'm about to ask something very interesting. Have you ever tasted yourself? Because I believe that all women do that. I believe all women do. I believe all women have some type of curiosity that if you're letting a motherfucker go down on you, And women have that ability. I mean, all you got to do is stick your finger down there and taste it. Absolutely. All right, cool. Well, thank you for answering that. Very interesting. That's all I wanted to know. I had to look. Y'all know me. Y'all know I be with the drama. Y'all know I like to draw stuff out sometimes. Y'all know, like, even in the sauce, I could ask some simple ass questions, but sometimes I like to draw them out. I like to paint a picture. I like to, I mean, I just had to ask. You know, some people act like they're embarrassed. I mean, I'm glad you're very open and frank with it. Absolutely. Thank you for answering that. Thank you for answering without any bullshit, because I know some other motherfuckers, you ask them shit like, they're going to give you the runaround and the shenanigans. I have to remember that Heidi ain't fully American. Tastes like Aunt Jemima. No, watch out there now. What you know about that Aunt Jemima? But yeah, I ain't with the, like, my thing is this. I remember, motherfucker, I had this conversation with somebody. I was like, you don't kiss your girl after she sucks your dick? I'm like, it's your dick. Yes, my dick. I know what I be doing with that dick. Bitch, go brush your teeth. It's all Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So any man in this chat ever try to suck their own dick? I'm out of this one. Hey, look, I'm out of that one, babe. Say I'm virginal, but a dirty bohemian kingmeister. Interesting, very interesting. There's something going on there. I've noticed some things. So we're gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna get to the bottom of it all. There's a song from one of my favorite groups, if not my favorite group. It always make me used to question some things. Back in the day, UGK used to have some very, very interesting songs. One of those songs was Pregnant Pussy. Another one of those songs was I'm So Bad I Can Suck My Own Dick. Now, that motherfucker going for the cream pie. God damn it. I ain't with that shit, dog. Fuck that. I ain't with that shit. Look. Yes, Heidi, you found me out. I have to tell you, this is why my posture's so bad. I've been attempting to self-fellatio. No, there's no way. Hell no, I couldn't do it, dog. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm like, let me say it. But I tell you, there's a chance, a slight chance that I can get the JJ. That would be dope. That would be very dope. That would be very, man. If that was like, if that was true that I was really trying to fuck, like, trust me, it wouldn't be like, I'd probably actually possibly be all good. I'd be sitting straight, flexed out. I wouldn't be all achy and shit all the time. We're not finna have this conversation. I got to get back on my. I got to get back on my yoga. Darren, what's the motherfucking deal, man? You came in at the one of the more interesting times of conversation in the Kush deal. That's why I like the Kush deal. You know, people are people. Like I said, this is where you are allowed to be yourself. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna start doing yoga, it would be for other benefits. That would not be my. Oh, excuse me. Give me 1 second here. I don't think I snotted up too bad, but y'all know how I get. Anyway, I'm still here. I'll talk to y'all, make sure I'm cleaning this fucking show. Gotta blow my down low. A fellatio holocaust. That's awful. You know, as we get into talking about weird things, men dying trying to self-fellatio, that's awful. That is awful. Oh. That's the worst thing. That'd be the worst case of death ever. It'd be worse than the lady on the fucking Southwest plane. That would be bad. Ta-da! I'm back. I ain't even do much Sublime. All right, boy, yeah. So the conversation took the exit and made a U-turn. That's what I'm telling you. Like, look, the winding road now it's been turned into. It started off. It was a paved road initially. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then what happened is we kind of went off road. There's a less traveled path and there's kind of a dirt road. You know what I'm saying? We hit that dirt road for a while, and then we hit like a gravel fucking drive. It's just a bunch of fucking rocks, and we just hope ain't none of these rocks so sharp that we fucking pop a tire. You know what I'm saying? We gonna motherfucking me. We gonna be in some shit. And homeboy tell me a person can do gay shit and not be gay. We're mudding that. That's so funny. I don't know if there's logic to that one. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But again, like it makes me think of fucking that makes me think of fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which was a great show. A great show. Like Pitbull do. Oh, speaking of pit bulls, I saw Pitbull getting a blowjob today, or at least a video. It was funny, and my old lady showed it to me. It was like that. Was it whoever sung it? That put it in her mouth. I'ma put it in her mouth. And on the subject of fellatio, which race is the best? Oh man, we're gonna talk about that. I mean, how do we vote on that? Because like say like, all right, on average, the head that I've gotten from white girls has been pretty good. I mean, I'm not giving y'all my answer right now. I'm just trying to figure out how we can properly vote on this. But then, like, say on average, overall, the white girl head is pretty good, right? But then say you had a black chick that just blew everybody else out the water, but then all the rest of the black chicks were, are we talking about on average? Or are we talking about, you know, was the best you ever had a particular race? Do you vote in that route? Like, you not lying, Broderick. Not lying. Hey. This is the Kush deal where we get frank and we get real honest and we have real conversation. We speak our minds. Let me tell you something. I don't know what it is about the Hispanic situation, but of all the types of women that I have fucked with, I still don't have any. I don't have any Indians. I don't think I have any Asians on the list. Full Asians. Hispanic, Latin, whatever you want to call it, have by far been the most willing to engage in all type of debauchery. I mean, it ain't no question about it. Like, it ain't even about, it ain't even asking. This is like standard protocol. You know what I'm saying? But the best, I ever had was a black chick. And I forgot all about this bitch because it was like, matter of fact, I got caught up fucking with this hoe. I think I got caught up because I think my phone like butt dialed or did some shit. For it, I was Mexican. Man, you already know who I was gonna talk about. I ain't gonna say too much. Animal. That's all I'm finna say. A penis is shaped like a A churro. Animal was a beast. I'm gonna save that too. I'm finna stop. I'm getting to the point where this thing has where you can save little lines and quotes or little things that are funny to me. I'm gonna be saving some of these hilarious things to bring them up at random times. That's funny. But this chick, I want to say I was 19. And like I say, when I used to be at college, like I'd fuck around on, I don't know if I met that bitch off Black Planet. I think it was Black Planet action. Black Planet would get you some instant one night hype. Instant action. I want to say it was Black Planet I met this bitch. And so I took her back to my apartment. This was the first time I dropped out of U of H. Scooped her up. Well, I went and scooped her up. I met her, whatever. We chopped it up for a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Then, matter of fact, I fucked with this bitch twice, as a matter of fact. Oh, good grief. Good God. So I go over there, I go pick that bitch up. We went to the park. She sucked me up in the park. And the air was good. I mean, it was damn good. Okay. So then, she came over. So I didn't, this went to the apartment the first time. The second time she came over to the apartment. She came to my house. And, when I say the fastest I've ever bust from oh my good grief. How do you at that age she had to be like 18, so she must have been putting in work since she was 13 or so. I don't fucking know. But how you a pro like this at 18? Like, and I know I done fuck with some freaks, some out there's. But I'm talking about bust, bam. I was like, God damn. I'm laid out. I go to bed or something. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, well, I'm Gucci. I'm not. I'm thinking I'm good. It is what it is. Man, this bitch was like, nah, I want to fuck. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, well, I'm Gucci. She got back on it, like, and got it back rocked up. Like, I was like, what is this bitch? This bitch's mouth is made of magic. This bitch's mouth is made of fucking magical particles. Because after I buzz, I was like, I'm Gucci. Like, that's why I say, like, I'll go for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm done, I'm gonna need like 5 to 10 minutes of recovery time. I need to drink me a little bit of water. I need to replenish my fluids and shit. Let me jump around, loosen up, depending on what kind of action we've been getting into. But when I say busted a nut, I was like, I'm Goose. Like, nah, I want to fuck. And she got that motherfucker back standing at attention. Because I was like, no, it's too sensitive. Nah. I wish I still had the fucking number. Like, I was thinking about this shit like 2 days ago. I was like, man, honestly, I couldn't even tell you what she looked like. Like, I couldn't even tell you what she looked like right now. Like, all I remember is glasses. She was dark skinned, and that's about the only thing I can put to. That's the only thing I could put to. That's the only thing I got. That's the only thing I can remember, though. Like, I can't even really. I can see the face, but I'm like, I don't even know if it's the right face. Might be mixing up faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of Asian, Xochitl balling. Xochitl outplayed Carl Anthony Towns in the second half. Look, if Leslie Jones out there doing that type of shit to the meat, I'll be her biggest fucking fan. Shit, that'll change my whole opinion on that whole situation. I'm gonna say, the head good, we say good grief. Man, what? I'm sad when I find ugly women also give more BJs than when you get a pretty girl, they stop. Yeah. Unless you get a nasty bitch. Like, I think you gotta, like, with a pretty bitch, you gotta treat them hoes bad, dog. Like, what are you talking about? Wow, I should open up a dating bitch. Oh, you talking about the Leslie Jones thing? Shit. If that's how, that tell you, that's how serious this shit was. Like, so I'm talking shit. Like, I know I be talking shit about motherfuckers doing this, that shit right there. She probably got some motherfucker trapped right now doing her personal bidding. And then when nigga just get out of line, she put that mouth on him, he fall right back in line. It ain't no, that's it. And I'm talking about when I say that mouth was major key, turn a nigga into motherfucking me, DJ Khaled, another one. About to bust a nut, another one. But I only fuck with him 2 times because what happened is she told me, and I kind of felt some satisfaction about that. Her dad was a cop. And so I'm like, well, this will be the last time I'll be fucking with you. Daddy might be following you around, try to kick my door in, my fucking dick down your throat. He gonna shoot me. Yeah, some jazz flutes. Like, what's his name? Anchor from Anchorman and shit. Man, I'm telling you, if Leslie Jones had some type of way of proving she gave head like this chick, I wouldn't even tell nobody. When I say that shit was major key alert. Now, out of bitches whose faces I can remember, more than 1 or 2 night stands, bitches that spent more than 3 hours total in their company. Mexican? She was Hispanic. I don't know, man. Yeah, look, but this is what I'm saying. That's how good the head was. That I'd be on a public date with Leslie Jones. That damn good. It's that damn. He said Gerald Green jersey selling like hotcakes. I bet it is. That's the ultimate. Gerald Green is living every athlete's dream. That's why I want the Rockets to win a championship so bad. At this point, it's not even about James. I don't even care about that nigga no more. It's all about Gerald Green, man. Oh yeah, that's all. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Like shit, I wish, man. I'm gonna make you suffer. I'm gonna do like that law-abiding citizen. And James, like old buddy, who was that? I forgot his name. I'm finna contemplate. I'm finna calculate, and I'm finna situate. And then I'm finna castrate. Women with hair like men are always suspect. Man, Leslie Jones, she rocked that. She got that Yuli, man. That's what that is. She got that Yuli do. You know, some bitches got booty do. She got the Yuli do. The guy in Pasadena, Joe Horn. Yeah, I remember that guy. That one, I know he didn't get any trouble, but I felt like it ain't your house. You know, because I think that opens up a. Well, it didn't, obviously, but I don't think that. I mean, to me, that's a suspect situation because it's one thing if you're threatened, but you were in no danger whatsoever. You just wanted to go out again, get yourself involved in something. Like we talked about earlier, if you get yourself involved in shit that ain't got shit to do with you, you deserve everything coming to you. With that, all that other stuff. Say, what about bitches with bald hair? Amber, it has to be a bitch who can rock that shit. Like I like that shit. I mean, I don't mind a bitch with a fade if she can rock. Not every bitch can do that. Her head needs to be properly shaped. It hopefully round. You can't have a big coconut. So my thing is just like I'm saying, I'm not condoning. Like I say, I'm not condoning what they did, but what you're gonna have is a situation where I think it just sets a stand. Like it almost sets a precedent like the whatchamacallit situation, like the Trayvon Martin shit. Because okay, you can start assuming things. Now, of course, they were actually breaking in. That's something different. But then it gets to that point. Well, he looked like he was about to do something, or he looked like it was I thought, and then of course it starts to get sketchy from there. Because you got a lot of motherfuckers out here. You got a lot of motherfuckers with some who own guns and they're itching to use them. They're looking for a reason, just to wanna do it to get that feeling of taking a life. But when in reality they don't really want to fully engage. They want to have an advantage type situation over somebody with taking life. They just want to be able to use their gun and say that they did it. Now, there are some motherfuckers who bite that action. There's motherfuckers who train. They know how to properly utilize their weapon and they treat it like a tool that it is. But you got some other eager beavers out there who just itching to want to take a life, just to say that they did. And some of them wear uniforms and badges. Some of them are civilians. You don't know the mind of you say scandal 2-1. You say tied 1-1. It's just a whole bunch of that. You say you got 6 guns and 2 pythons, George. But that's what I'm saying. Like, because then you start playing that whole, well, they look suspect or they could have been up to something because some things were going on. That's my whole thing about it. My thing is this: if you're not fucking with me, it's none of my business. But if you fucking with me, or my folks in a situation, and we gonna engage, man. Like, and I'm not even gonna say that. Yeah, if you want to kill, man. If you kill, you just go play some GTA. Go play some Dead by Daylight, man. You want to take a life? Join me on Dead by Daylight. It's on sale. Xbox, $15 now, and I think Friday 13th is $16. Man, I almost was gonna get Friday 13th, but then I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't, because it came down originally to Friday 13th Dead by Daylight because I wanted some type of horror game to play, and I'm glad I went with Dead by Daylight because one, they had multiple killers, not just Freddy, or not Freddy. I'm sorry, not just Jason. But the thing about Friday 13th is you randomly get to be Jason, and I'm not with that shit. Like, I like being the killer on Dead by Daylight. You get to choose, Now, the thing about Friday 13th, you do get more ways to kill motherfuckers, and it's much more gruesome. But I do like that. But the fucking Dead by Daylight, I fuck with it because to me it's just you have more options. Oh, word. That's what's up. Explain. Tell me more about selling guns for a living. How was that? First before we get into that. On the up and up, or about on the up and up, or if it's on the low. And if it's on the low, we don't need to know. But if it's on the up and up, that tell me how. I'd like to know about how that goes. Like I say, Friday, it looks dope, and I'd be interested in playing it. But I always want to be. I don't want to be no fucking victim. You running from motherfuckers. But I think on Friday 13th, you can do more things to. Okay, cool. Because I think on Friday the 13th, you like the survivors can actually attack back, and they can fight. You say some good, B1 or one player Xbox games. Man, I fuck with that Shadow of War. The shit, even the first one, the Shadow of Mordor, was cool. Xbox One, that's the problem, man. They're lacking in the solid single player games, and that's the problem. Man, they were talking about Black Ops 4 not having a single player campaign. How do you feel about that? Like, that's one thing I used to prefer, or not prefer, but I used to like about the Call of Duty games is I do multiplayer and shit like that. But I always I'm a story driven type person. Like, I like good stories. And that's what I go for. Let me see. I'm trying to think of a good single player game. I mean, most of the shit you're going to end up getting to. Man, I keep hearing motherfuckers talking about The Witcher. I mean, I've heard nothing but good shit about Witcher. So that's something I might be trying to take a glimpse into soon. I've heard nothing but good shit about Witcher. I haven't heard no negative review. Oh, Baker, man, I remember what the fuck I was talking about. Oh man, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy that The Witcher is what reminded me of that. I was telling them about Whoop. And I was telling them, about how much, because we were discussing the term whoop-de-whoop and all that yesterday. But that's what I was talking about. And I was trying to tell them, I was trying to tell everybody, if y'all were here last night, I was talking about a cousin of mine, the extent in which this dude uses the word whoop in a conversation. Literally, in a sentence, could use it 3 to 4 times. Use it as an adjective, uses it as a noun, uses it as a verb. I mean, lost cause. You ain't lying, dog. Like, lost cause, dog. Literally, like, could tell you some shit. Say, man, I'm about to whoop. Go get the whoop, and then when I whoop, we can whoop. Like, that would be a legitimate sentence from him. Like, I'm not making it up. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny, dog. Like, it is what it shit. He got, I'm gonna say, he got locked up a couple of times on some stupid shit. So I don't know if he graduated. I think he ended up getting his GED, but maybe. But just on some dumb shit, dog. Just on some, excuse me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit there, like, I mean, motherfucker to go out, get completely wasted just to not remember what the fuck. Yeah. So he's gonna whoop to get the whoop. But, like, literally, that's type of some shit that would be a sentence from him, dog. Like, the motherfucker be like, what? Like, it would get to the point where I told him, I'm like, dog, unless you start talking to me with real words, I'm not listening to you. Like, I'm going to deliberately not understand what you're saying. Like, I had to translate for him, tried to bring this motherfucker around, tried to put this motherfucker on hold, tried to, like, do a lot of different shit. Like, try to put this motherfucker on some, I wouldn't say just hoes for his caliber of his character. So they would be good hoes for him. Context, Ed, man. I mean, context was everything. Like, you just had to understand the situation and the context and the few words. It was the words that weren't whoop. You just kind of had to figure it out. I came up with a system of understanding. You say, yeah, you do the training in the woods under the hose. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of stuff going down. Motherfuckers better be prepared. The learning the whoop, no, man, because that shit. If you learn the whoop language, it'll negate every other simple piece, every other basic understanding, every other basic piece of knowledge that you have ever obtained in your life. Learning the whoop language is a virus. It will infect you. It will deteriorate your brain, and it will do irreversible damage to your vocabulary. Because when I say I was around this motherfucker for too long, because like I said, I had some shit going on, motherfucker be around, whatever. It started to affect me. Say watching Popovich's story with NBA players reacting, they rip LeBron. I don't understand why did they rip him. LeBron was like, to me, I felt like LeBron was kind of throwing it like he coming off a win, and then they gonna fucking hit him with that. To me, he seemed genuinely like. He said because they thought he was faking. I mean, to me, I think he was legit. Like you coming off a high like of a win. We talking playoff, regardless of how many you got, regardless of all that other shit. Like. That's what I'm saying. You got like you adjusting from one end of the shit to the other end of the spectrum. But I think a lot of that's just LeBron haters. You know what I'm saying? Looking for another reason to hate him. Like I don't care about the dude, but I don't think in that situation he was faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? Like he may be a douchebag and all that other stuff, but I think he was genuine in that situation. That's just my opinion. Because he seemed like, I mean, he seemed like, because I mean, how do you, this is what people got to realize, especially like, I hate like the immediate post-game interview. You talk about a motherfucker who is lacking oxygen, tired, just played a full game, and you expect him to come and make, you know, statements that, of course, they're not going to be well put, because I mean, thinking on the fly, I mean, just all of you're talking about emotions, you're talking about all a combination of things. And you talking about, hey, give me a statement on this and that in the moment. You know, you got so much time to do this. You talking expecting somebody to do some things under pressure, and I don't know if what are they expecting to just break down in tears, or we have to pretend to like him when he comes here like CP3. I think CP3. I think James and CP3. Well, hold on. Let me make sure I don't say this wrong. Some of their characteristics have bled onto each other. You know what I'm saying? You say shit hitting the fan 2018. The thing is this. It's like in my opinion is that's funny. Shit hit the fan. I think CP3 is not as bad as some people made it, because I think he's a floor general. He has things that he's trying to accomplish in a certain way. But then when he's always been the best talent, or perceived to be the best overall talent on the floor for his team, he has certain duties, responsibilities, and other things, and the pressure's on him. But now I think that some of that pressure has been relieved off his shoulders. Some of that burden has been removed off of him. He gets to play with another world-class talent. And James is just real laid back. I think that a flopper complainer. Oh yeah. But that's the same. CP3 is a flop. Like motherfuckers want to talk about James Harden. CP3 outflops James Harden. Okay, like shit. He flopped tonight on some shit. Jeff Teague is out, man. Fucking Teague. Teague is in the league. Yep. That LeBron LaForce is married to Joe Smith, the Astro relief pitcher. Maybe somebody should. See, LeBron, like I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be the outcome. LeBron has probably narrowed his decisions down to a couple of places already. I'm telling you, he's waiting on the outcome of the NBA Finals. If he's a part of it, then, and he doesn't succeed, then I think he's going to, it just depends on who finishes up, who wins. But if the Rockets win it all, he's not going to be a Rocket. Oh, stop that. Stop that. He won't go to Golden State. That ain't going to happen. Like, he wouldn't do that to damage his legacy. You know what I mean? He wouldn't go that far. I don't think he would. If he loses, if Houston doesn't say Houston loses to Golden State, then his pitch will be, well, we got a common enemy and we're trying to overcome something and blah, blah, blah. So him coming here would be the right move. But if we win it all, he's not going to Kevin Durant it, because he knows, like I say, the feedback that he's going to get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe he is. After everything they gave up, look, if I was Cleveland, I'd be offering LeBron James, look here, I'd offer you some partial ownership We'll work a deal out. If you stay here, you do this, 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 and this. Because if LeBron leaves, that franchise is going to die again. So we'll see how that all plays out. We'll see how that all shakes. Bobby, man, Kush, Danny, I be telling y'all I ain't finna fuck with y'all like that and this shit. I said I was gonna chill. I told myself I was gonna fuck around for maybe 45 minutes, so try to keep it after what we shit. It's almost 2. We'll finish up. I can finish my beverage. I've been sipping on it, so we're gonna sip on it a little faster. I'd rather have Paul George too. If there was a way we could finagle a Kawhi, I'd rather. I don't see that happening. But Houston's a much better city than San Antonio. We don't have a river walk, but we got churros and we got big bitches. So, Paul George is overrated. A lot of that is hype, free agency hype and shit. But they censored you. Oh, that's unfortunate. A lot of it is hype. Honcho, LeBron, you get $50 million partial ownership, GM position in the girls. Look, he'll do it for just a chick. If I can find that bitch, I'll be like, look, we need that player. Go get him. I'm telling you, look, just somehow trap him in the room, make it happen. She would convert you all, dog. Shit, look. I ain't look. She'll have me going back to church and shit. Who was the Grizzly Gold coach that looked like the turtle off Rocco's Modern Life? Oh, my God. See, Lapidary winning game 3. Brass tacks. Are brass tacks better than regular tacks? I mean, are they sturdier? Are they stronger? What is the benefit of the brass tack? Spurs, yeah, it's gonna be an emotional victory. Them motherfuckers, like, that's my thing that bugs me about Kawhi, man. Is, and you have to look at this as a different athlete, as across the board, regardless of how you feel, regardless of you rehabbing and trying to get yourself in the right position. Kawhi Leonard should be with his team, man. And here's my thing: is this, regardless if Pop is there or not Saturday, I mean, in a show of solidarity for Pop and what he's going through, if you got any kind of respect, just show up to the fucking game. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think 41's gonna clock out real soon. And I hate to say that. I mean, one, he was already just like he had a scare in the hospital before whatchamacallit did. I thought he was the one. I saw Bush was dead. I thought he was the one that died. Not Barbara. But let's talk about Barbara Bush for just a second. Barbara Bush was the one that made the Katrina comments. I forgot about that. When motherfuckers was in the arena or whatever, she was saying, well, most of these people live from impoverished conditions and they enjoy the hospitality here, so it's better off for something. I'm loosely quoting, paraphrasing, if you will. But basically saying that they had it better being in the fucking dome and shit, or wherever the fuck they was at, than the situation that they were already in, that they were living in and shit. I'm like, that don't make no fucking sense, man. You're talking real crazy now. Like, but then that just lets you know how disconnected some people can be with reality. If you don't really, spend time in certain places, you don't really see people. And I guess that's a benefit I've had in life. I've been able to see some well-to-do people and how they live, and I've seen some of the scummiest shit ever, man. That's why she BFF with Watt. But it was maybe the alive and love child of Aleister Crowley. That's what I heard. That's what Wink was telling me, that her grandpa or something like that, or she's supposed to be the grandchild or something like that of Crowley. And that's a very interesting thing because we all know that Crowley practiced or had some very different beliefs. You know, the Beatles, you know, they had a little salute to Crowley. Michael Jackson even had a little salute to Crowley. I want to say on the Dangerous album. Was it Danger? The Dangerous album, he was on there, and then the Sgt. Pepper's album, his face is on there. Yeah, that's very interesting. And if that's been the case, what? Damn, I can't think of his damn books. He wrote a couple of books, man. He wrote a couple of books that were definitely based on magic. You know, some dark magics and different beliefs and things like that. We've mentioned, you know, briefly about magic. We didn't really get too in depth on it that evening, but to me, you know, we talk about speaking things into existence, and to me, that is magic. To me, magic is having a thought that originates in your mind. I mean, in your mind. I mean, what is that? A thought that emanates out of your mind, and then you can create it and make it come to fruition in reality. That's magic to me, man. Like, think about thoughts. Thoughts are nothing. Like I said, I mean, you can think about anything in your head. You can create anything. You can think about whatever the fuck you want. You can think about a purple brontosaurus roller skating, eating cheeseburgers. Now I've infiltrated your mind because you thought about that, but magic, to take things in from a fictional existence and creating real things, I think to me that's magic. I think when it gets deeper than that. I'm using it loosely, but there's some other things. Like I said, I've read some books and things, and I know Baker Man's familiar with some shit. You just got to be careful. Spelling, you know. Why is it called spelling? Why do we, you know, witches have spells? Why is the proper placements of letters and words considered spelling? You know, say drugs are a form of sorcery too. Yeah, I've heard things like that. Yeah, that's why I say me and Mama Honcho, we have our discussions and about things. She's definitely wouldn't be a fan of the den. The normal den, the drink den, she'd probably love, or probably not for some of the shit I'd be talking about, but just the drinking, she'd be like, oh, that's cool. That's a very, it is though. I mean, you're absolutely right, Roger, because what you're doing is you're putting people under a spell. You are convincing people to, one, shop with you for this product that keeps them in a certain mental state, keeps them in a certain way, and you're providing them. Yeah, I agree with that. I could agree with that. You say, ooh, I give up. You know, Aleister Crowley is a known, what was his saying? Do what thou wilt, or something like that. Do what thou wilt, or something. I want to say that's what it was. But basically saying that he was like the daddy of black magic, the modern day. Let's see. Pauline Robinson was Barbara Bush's mom. Okay. Pauline married Marvin Pierce. Do as thou wilt. Yeah, basically just saying, you know, do what you want. There will be no repercussions. And it was very interesting because they had Jay-Z a while back had a shirt on or something that had that same fucking thing on there. You know what I'm saying? I was reading that the drugs are legal, so you see what the real world looks like and the government doesn't want you to find out. I think that it opens up a new way of thinking. I think that they do. I mean, it puts your mind in a different state, so you're going to look at things differently. Trust me, I know I've had some off the wall thoughts when I get lit and I talk shit and I smoke, and my mind goes to some, I don't say my mind goes to some crazy place, but I start thinking about things differently. You know, ain't no evil, just good or good, just balance and restoration. All right. Anton LaVey. Now that's a familiar name. Yeah. Yeah, I remember him. But didn't he end up like converting or something? Like he ended up converting to like a Christian or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something off the wall like that. You know. So, but yeah, he did some wild stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Like a lot of this shit you hear about blood sacrifices and a lot of that shit, I believe, I wouldn't say originated with him, but was made popular by certain musicians and things because I want to say Stairway to Heaven wasn't that I want to say it was like written in a castle or something that was either owned by Aleister Crowley, like either owned by Aleister Crowley or something of the sort. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the Rockets defense. When you just held a team the other night, you let score 101 to 82. It was the Black Dog album by Zeppelin. Okay, that was the one. Yeah, and if you asked him, I know the story about when they were talking about writing Stairway to Heaven. It was something basically they said that they were all in the same room in this castle or some shit like that. That's what it was. The woman, he said, "Oh my, I've been deceived." And okay, right. Okay. I remember that them saying like that whoever it was, I can't remember the name, is I'm like, man, I don't even feel like I wrote the song. He's like, the words just, my hand just, they just start flowing. You know what I mean? So. That's the first time I've heard that that is the reference. That it's a reference to the Tower of Babel. I've heard a lot of different people come up with a lot of different assumptions on that song. Really, I like Hotel. All the best songs are satanic. God damn it. Yeah, they should rip the shooting. I mean, it was overall shitty shooting night and all that other shit. So Zeppelin stole all their music. So are they weak for stealing too? Or did they win for becoming one of the most popular groups of all time? Who did they steal from? How much material would it take to build a Stairway to Heaven? Would you climb the Stairway to Heaven? The funniest, the Hotel California, that I've listened. You can stab it with your steely knives, but you just can't kill the beast. What if it's? No, matter of fact, look, now y'all finna make me fucking. That's a Fortnite question. I don't want nothing to do with no fucking Fortnite. Again, if y'all fucking with that Xbox, PUBG is free for the next few days. My thing is, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. There's some crazy. Like I'm starting hitting it. like hold on, I can't. Yeah, what's the name? Time I can't hit the. Was that the falsetto? I gotta stay in the deep range. Let me see what we got here. The Eagles had some good songs, though. The fuck, a 2007 Eagles song? The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Let me see the Eagles. Yeah, Take It Easy was a good song. One of These Nights was a great song. Life in the Fast Lane was cool. Lion Eyes is a good song. Lion Eyes is a great song. Ah, okay. That's when the church was founded. Okay. So yeah, because I've asked questions. I'm not having that fun. I've like tried to find stuff on that. I haven't really found a lot out about the Hotel California. People just like, I don't know what it means. PUBG is just a battle royale game. Basically, you just float in. You know, there's a highway going in my head. Okay, well, PUBG basically they drop you on a big map, and you run through houses, looting, collecting guns and armor, you know, and little upgrades and things for your guns, you know, silencers, extended clips, not extended clip, quick mags, you know, shit like that. You got a variety of guns, you know, gauges. You got some choppers. You got some LMGs. You got some SMGs, different shit. And I don't know. I want to say PUBG was out before. I don't know. I don't know which one came out first. I know they've actually been out for years, and you know they adapted. But I think that PUBG doesn't have any of that fucking building shit. Like I still think I don't want to build shit. I don't want to fucking build a fucking tower to shoot you. I just want to get my guns and I just want to shoot. If I don't succeed, whatever. But yeah, but it basically has the little circles that close to all that other good shit. But PUBG is much more realistic. Fortnite is just too cartoony for me. That's the thing about it. It's like it's super goofy. You know what I mean? If I call alcohol spirits, absolutely. Sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember. Some dance to forget. Hold up. I'm going to do the Pimp C remix of Hotel California, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Here in 1969. Yeah. Yeah, because it's just, it's a very, very peculiar song. Actually, I don't even want to listen to this anymore. I want to hear One of These Nights. I can't tell you why. Eagles had some good songs. Eagles and Slept On was a solid little group. They had a couple of good little hits. Let me see which. Let me make sure I bring up the real chat. Say, look up the link between alcohol and demonic possession. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I believe it because people turn into. I've seen people who have. Man, I got. People turn into different characters, man. It was funny, man. There was a old partner. And it was funny, like, shit, he might have been possessed because we would fuck with him. He was cool, man, cool homeboy from high school, and we had linked journey as the shit. We linked up after it had actually been. I think we ran into him maybe. It's about a year or so, a couple of years after my best friend had passed. Like I say, he was cool with him too. We'd all knew him all high school shit. So we was just hanging out the last couple of days, and well, not the last couple, but we hung out a couple of days, and it was me, let's say best friend, little brother, and we was all kicking. Like I say, we were all familiar with just you know, grown apart, grown ups and shit. So we go out and drink. But you know, he had a little issue. He was definitely a little tipsy on the drink, and he was cool up until a certain point, and then once he reached that threshold, he turned into something else. Not saying that he was just kind of here, there, everywhere. But what would happen is, like, it would be super funny because we would know that he crossed that threshold because he had this little piece of hair, and that bitch would like stick up. And that's how we knew that he was fully fucked up. When he reached that level, because it was the consistency and the behavior of just being over the top, it was always that little fucking hair that kind of stuck up, had like a little bend at the top, man. Oh, Mustard Tiger. That fucking funny. Phil Collins. That's what you know about that, man. What you know about the Trailer Park Boys, man? Mustard Tiger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I feel, honestly. I mean, we live in the world we live in. The system is what it is. But I feel like as human beings, we went in the wrong direction. And there's a bunch of untapped things, or a bunch of things about ourselves that we won't discover in this lifetime. I don't know. I have various alternative beliefs. I need to really sit down and think about everything that I believe in, because sometimes you have to. It's been a while, actually. Sometimes you have to stop and you have to evaluate your belief systems, and then you have to think about, why do I believe this? Is this something that's still pertinent to me today, or is this something I just kind of somebody else pushed on me? You know, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, because when you said it first, I was like, hold on, and I was like, man, it took me a second for me to get it, but hey, that was my shit, man. Finest news lady in age. It's been a while since I've watched the news. What's her name was holding for a little bit. A lot of motherfuckers used to like Cheetah, but she married old buddy, I think, that worked at the thing. I know a lot of motherfuckers was they said those master copies of the records would be safe when they would be the reprints. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard about that too. Your face all up, exactly. That's why I need to finish these books. I got a couple of books about symbolism and things like that, and I, no excuses. Like I said, it's just time I'm to organize. Make sure I get some reading in every day, because everything. Coco Dominguez. Let me see. I don't know if I'm familiar with Coco Dominguez. Like I said, man, I haven't really just watched the news. I don't know shit that be going on. I really don't be knowing what's be going on. Like when the hurricane was coming, I had no idea. If it wasn't for the name I shall not say, I wouldn't. Oh shit! No, she out there. She on the gram. She wilding. That ain't Coco Dominguez, is it? It might be. Interesting. So she wilding like she is. This bitch looking like an Instagram thought. Now some of these pictures, shit. A little summer skin never hurt nobody else. She flaunting it and she know it. Yeah, she's straight. Actually, let's see. Let's see. Like I said, I really wouldn't even know. I mean, because I've been, like I said, it's been years. I don't think about this. It's not the same amount of time as it's been since I've watched BET or MTV, but it's been a while since I've watched news, local news, all that shit. Yeah, we definitely blind. The new news with the Germans. I know it's like a German thing. I know in like Germany or something like that. But then the Europeans, they're more carefree with shit like that. And I think, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I feel like if we weren't, as a country, because we confuse people. We sell sex. Hey, you drink this, it'll make you have sex appeal. If you drink this, you'll be cool. The women will want you. Or if you drink this, you'll be more appealing to men, if you're a woman. Gyms sell sex appeal. It's not about health. They're not pushing you health. They're selling you sex. Fucking Carl's Jr. You want to eat a fucking burger. They selling you sex. The Naked News in Germany said, yeah. And so a nip with that's what you need. Shit like Snoop Dogg, GGN forecast and shit. He be just bring them boppers on there and they don't be talking about shit. Let's do a side by side comparison. Let's see. We gotta look at the features directly. I'm trying to let me see. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know how I eyes get down. My thing with Carrie. Everything else is suitable. I just don't. Y'all know how I feel about weavery and things like that. They use a bad picture of Joy right there. That is not a flattering picture. Angles are a motherfucker. But she opened that mouth real big to eat that chicken wing, goddamn. Not bad. We do look, Joy. Look, let me talk to you. Let me holler. Can I holler? Let me holler. Can I holler at you? Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Can I holler at you? Yeah, now hold up. All right, we got it. The things that I'm trying to see what that rumpus do. I'm an ass man personally. The cleavage is nice, but I am an ass man. I'm trying to see what y'all working with. Let me see. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I like Joy. I can't stress enough to read the book of Jashar and the book of Enoch. That's what they. I mean, we're gonna pull up the book of Jashar and Enoch. And now I want to say it was another one. I want to say it was. I keep wanting to say Obadiah or something like that. I want to say that Cavity Creep had mentioned. I want to say Obadiah or something like that. Or something. It was something. All the Dead Sea Scrolls. Read the book of Shar. The book. I'm gonna have to check that out. Opus die. I don't know. It was something with an O. It was something with an O, and I can't think of what I have it written down somewhere. I don't know why I was saying when it was like Obadiah. I have so many pieces of paper all over the place. 'Cause what I have is I'll have my notes that I'll be scratching something down, and then if y'all mention something, then I'll kind of mark it on the thing if I don't have a regular notebook or whatever with me. And then when I go back and I'm trying to clear it over, I don't need this paper, I don't need this, so I'll throw all the trash away. But then I'll have a bunch of sheets with various various notes and things that I've taken that shit that y'all have recommended or things that y'all have said, and I'll keep them because I have intentions of checking up on stuff. And so when I get some chance, I'll kind of binge on some of the things that y'all mentioned or whatever it may be. And so it'll definitely I gotta get some organization because I'm just looking around. It could be over here somewhere. I know I wrote it down though. Oh shit! I didn't even realize the shit came back on. Live. Hotel California live. I don't want to hear that. You can't hide those lying eyes. Oh, he finna start throwing jabber cuts. You better watch out, right? Them jabber cuts with a jabber cut to the gut. Oh man, that's funny. Well, I know one thing: I will not be running at 6 o'clock. So sorry, Scotty. Oh man, Is Honda still on the fucking on like the new Street Fighters? And then did you know that like on the American version of Street Fighter, where Balrog is the boxer, he was really M. Bison, and M. Bison is really Balrog in the original versions, because M. Bison is based off of Mike Tyson. Like, I guess they were trying to avoid some legalities and shit. No, but I'm thinking about E-Honda. E-Honda with the all that other shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. E-Honda from Street Fighter. Let me find out how to be playing video games on the low. She just ain't on the ones we be playing, so she be acting like she be hating. Yep. Like Chun-Li. Oh man, I used to use them old cheap ass characters, man. Fucking E-Honda, especially when they had it to where you could fucking slide that motherfucker. I'd come that home like a motherfucking road grader, just fucking. Look, you gonna have to jump around or do something. I'd hit them hands like a motherfucker. With that 100 hand slap. But yeah, the original Dalzine was a beast. That mother Yoga Fire, man. It's a dude. If y'all are ever bored, I want to say, I don't know if he's made some new stuff, but he used to take old video game beats and wreck the fuck out them. Matter of fact, I want to say Baker Man put me on the Yoga Fire one, but I want to say it was Baker Man, but it's a dude who he makes nothing but video game beats. Yeah, Dalzine definitely can self-service. Shit, that motherfucking service himself from the other side of the damn house. But he takes like little video game sounds and different shit, and he kind of remixes them into beats. His name is Raisin K, the Raisin Man, and he did one with that beat he did with the matter of fact. Fuck Lion Eyes. I'm finna go listen to Raisin K, the Raisin Man. The beat that he did with. No, it's not that. No, I don't want that. I want the fucking Raisin K. Let's see if it'll show up. I'm sitting on YouTube now. They probably been banned this shit. No, who knows? Fuck, I guess I gotta go on YouTube. But he takes all kind of different old school beats and shit. I used to just like listen to them hoes and jam. He did not even just music. He did a beat with Quagmire, the Giggity, and made a live ass beat from the fucking Quagmire Giggity shit. And I'm just saying, like, people are talented if you give them a chance. I mean, it was Raisin. I want to say it was like Raisin K. Raisin Man Army. Oh, maybe he didn't change the game up. He started to come up. The obscure producer that you've heard about. And it's funny, we're talking about devil stuff. We're talking about worship Satan and Lucifer and spells and all. This motherfucker has exactly 666 videos. He just dropped some new shit. A Halo beat, the Super Mario Koopa drip, Barney and Friends, Perp on the Plains. No, I don't smoke, but this one's for the smokers. We're gonna listen to this. I might listen to this in the fucking on the holiday for Twanky. That shit sound weird as fuck. Jay Dilla. No, Write that right. Write that down. Looking out the window. This are actually kind of, he might be on something. I like where you're going. So, hey, this all kind of jabbing on the cool. I don't know what the fuck they talk about. Oh, fuck, this motherfucker took some Barney shit, baby. This all jabbing. Oh, man. Watching watching the clouds go by. Okay. Yeah, that nigga, that whole jam. That whole jam like a bitch on the cool. Man, hold up. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the let me see. Raising K. Let's see. I'm gonna say Yoga Fire. Or something like that. Street Fighter Yoga Fire here. I think this is the one. I want some more of it. It's an Applebee's commercial. This ain't Raising K. Yeah, I can tell. Like I'm slowly getting to the bottom of the cup. Before I used to fight in front of the elephants and shit. Fucking Dalsy. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna look. We're gonna have in the Kush Den on Friday. We're gonna have some motherfucking. I'm gonna bring back the Freestyle Friday. We're gonna tell some off the wall prom stories. Try to get my hands on a couple of different devices, you know. So maybe it's not just blunts. I know I already got I got a glass piece, but then I'm gonna try to get my hands on a ball. I'll die. I ain't hit a ball in a long time. I ain't went hard on a ball. Like I say, my partner has one of those volcanoes. I need to see if I can get that hoe up off of him. Cause I don't think he burning right now. Man, graduation stories. Yeah, I mean, I told y'all the one about the graduation party. We basically got into some shit behind my partner and some old slut ass broad he was in love with. I ain't even gonna talk about the bitch like that, but him just making bad decisions. You know, a motherfucker gonna be a motherfucker. It's his fault for falling in love, and I told him not to do it. That was like. Excuse me. You know, just doing dumb shit. Motherfuckers, you know, get a little bit of ass and they don't know how to act. But I can't talk shit because I told you about shit. Oh, blowjob Betty, she was the coldest. On the tree when they walked the stage, man, I ain't do nothing off the wall. I just did a little heel kick. When I got my shit, I was ready to get up out that hoe. Y'all don't understand, nigga. I'm telling y'all, if it wasn't for that attendance lady, man, shit. If it wasn't for the attendance lady, I would not have made it. On some real shit. Now, look, Tiger. Y'all know nothing about this, man. Y'all don't know about Saget, man. Saget was a beast. That motherfucker was the real deal. That used to be one of my favorite motherfuckers on the fucking game. Saget was 7'4", 283 pounds. That's kind of, I don't know. Big ass bitch. Tiger uppercut. I'm telling y'all, like, that's the one thing. Attendance and charges all pay. Man. I used to be in fucking buybacks all the time. But I still had to do the most. Even when the attendance lady was showing me love, I still had to go do buybacks and basically sit in that bitch with fucking. Buybacks used to be crazy because, especially my senior year, because senior year I didn't have a 7-period class, so we would jose off. We shoot off campus after 6 period, hit the spot. you know, get lit as shit, get baked, and then come back for buybacks. You know what I'm saying? It was me and my two partners. We all had to be in them hoes. But this is our senior year. It was super funny because I was working out at the gym or whatever that whole second semester. And the guy who operated buybacks, I'd seen him at the gym, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, you know, thinking nothing about it. But I come in buyback. When I'm talking about, nigga, I am high as shit. I came in this bitch with a box of fucking cereal. I'm trying to remember what kind of cereal it was. It's going to come to me in a second. But I walk into this bitch with a box of cereal, nigga. Like, you know, I did not bring a whole legitimate box of cereal to school. You know what I'm saying? And I know I know I smell like a brick. Motherfucker coming to this bitch. I'm eating out this whole, I sign in for the buybacks. I go to the table. You know, it's basically like detention. You just sitting there for you know, to make it. You can make up like 5 days. And so I'm like, fuck it. I'm in that hoe eating out my fucking box of cereal, dry ass cereal, hot of the bitch. Motherfuckers looking at me laughing because they know I'm out of there. They already knew I was lit. I stayed out of there. And I'm sitting there, I'm hot of the bitch laughing. There might have been some tricks or it was something. But he called me up, he's like, hey Ed, come over here. I need to talk to you. I was like, oh, shit, this motherfucker finna out me out the buybacks. I'm finna get fucked off. So I go over there. He's like, hey, seen you at the gym the other day. You were throwing up some serious weight, man. How much was that? I was like, oh, man, it wasn't shit, you know, 3 1/4. It wasn't nothing, you know what I'm talking about, woo, woo, woo. And he was like, oh, that's what's up, man. I see, you know, you're doing good, woo, 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 you know, yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop. See that, look, the whoop done got me, man. The whoop done got me. He done came back and possessed me with his satanic whoop spiritual magic. But yeah, he was just like man, that was some serious weight. So I was like, yeah, and I know he see my eyes stone fucking red. I'm like, I'm out of there because I didn't take any precautions or preparations other than, you know, I told y'all about the shed. You know how I used to go down to club shed. That's what we would hit the shed like while motherfuckers was in class, and we didn't have that 7 period. And I came back to that bitch, and I was tripping. I was like, this motherfucker gonna ask me about some weights. Nigga, you about to blow my motherfucking high. To ask me about some weights that I was lifting. You could ask me that shit at the fucking gym, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was in that bitch doing like a motherfucker. Motherfuckers laughing. Then I remember, he was off of senior age. So, yeah, oh, yeah, you won. You was winning. Yes, that's the way to do it. I remember we was at buybacks, and they had just built a new fucking cafeteria. And I guess it was some other after school shit going on or whatever. I don't even know. But I remember we all sitting there, motherfuckers quiet, or we whispering and cracking jokes and passing forth this notebook and shit. The next thing you hear is this boop, 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 boop. And then you turn and look, we look at it. It's a bitch getting her ass handled, like the fucking doors, like clear glass doors, because they did it in the cafeteria. It was like some clear fucking glass doors. And this bitch was getting the brakes beat off her motherfucking ass. Like, hold up, jamming, hold up, hold up. That's that in Bison, hold up. And so we was in that bitch. I was dying, like, I'm high already. I got a box full of cereal. Then motherfuckers had nerve enough to ask me to have some myself. I'm like, fuck y'all. I ain't get none of this fucking shit. Like, yeah, you out your motherfucking mind, man. That shit ain't going down like that. Oh man, that shit was wild. I remember motherfuckers used to be false claiming the shed. You wouldn't think it would be no kind of hoe shit like that. Niggas used to be telling motherfuckers they be. It's like, nigga, you do not be at the shed. You don't even smoke weed. Like, how you gonna tell motherfuckers you be hanging at the shed? Nigga, you don't be in the shed like that. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit. All right. I'm trying to finish this shit up. It's been way past last call for alcohol. I said I wasn't going to do no 3 hours of the deal. I did 2. I fuck with the deal, man. Y'all keep it entertaining. All right. That's a done deal. Call that a wrap. But again, my friends, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's way later than planned. I said I wasn't going to go to 1. It's going to be 3. We get a in and start talking. The shit the time just flows. It goes. But I'm gonna call it a wrap. It really being 2:30. My friends of the day, and I appreciate y'all, man, for fucking with your boys again. It's always good, enjoyable conversation. But it's time for my ass to get a little bit of sleep. I'm gonna be back up at 6 in the morning. I ain't going running though, but I'll be up at 6 in the morning. I'll do some reading or some shit. So y'all ain't got to go home. Ain't gonna be no gaming streaming tonight. But y'all got to get the fuck up out the end. So with that being said, I fucks with y'all, love y'all. Y'all stay saucy, be cool like y'all be cool, my friends and them. But get the fuck out. Adios. Thanks for watching the